Omae wa mo shinderu. Wata! Yeah! Hey everybody, I'm Spectral Star, and it's time for the manliest, the toughest, the manliest, the strongest, the veiniest, the hairiest, the strongestest fight in anime history, manga history, Japanese history, cultural history. It's amazing. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a symphony of kicks and punches, death and destruction, power, wits, handsomeness, intelligence, insanity, pure, unrivaled masculinity. This is going to be beautiful. I doubt it's going to get a 3D presentation. It's going to get a 2D, which is okay. It's okay. Got Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure and his stand. Platinum Starlight or something like that. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I apologize. I've never seen Jotaro. Versus my man, Kenshiro. Bakuto Kenshin. Fist of the North Star. Anime that I have seen. Not all the way through, but I have seen it. I saw the movie. One of the movies. Actually, two of the movies. I'm really interested in seeing how this will turn out. I don't think Kenshiro's going to win. I don't think he will. I think he's on 2-on-1. I heard somewhere that Jotaro can stop time. It's not looking good. Still, though, I hope there's plenty of and plenty classic rock references, because that is exactly all I know about Jotaro. It's classic rock band named references. But without further ado, let us watch the whole thing in its entirety. Screwattack's death battle of Kenshiro versus Jotaro. Let's go.
We've covered a lot of macho heroes here on Death Battle, but these two are as manly and stoic as they come.
Oh, doesn't get any manlier. Well, maybe Guts from Berserk.
Too. Jotaro Kujo, the delinquent turned hero from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
And Kenshiro, the wandering fist of the North Star. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. As a teenager, Jotaro Kujo was a fairly infamous troublemaker.
But you can just call him JoJo like
Look at his shoulders.
Do. Get it? Jotaro Kujo.
How bizarre.
Well,
it's confusing.
Being a high school hoodlum isn't
a little bit,
a
for me
idea.
at least.
It worked out great for him, because he toughed up a lot.
At the age of 17, Jotaro was arrested for brutally pummeling 4 known gang members, who were armed with knives and nunchucks of all things, with apparently his bare fists. But Jotaro had a bigger problem. He didn't know how he did it.
He knew he was tough, but not that tough, so he came to the only conclusion that makes sense. He was possessed by an evil spirit! Whoa.
Well,
just like my
that's what I would think,
yeah,
I guess.
Wait, is that why he's been scratching pentagrams all over his cage?
You'll find out. But then Jotaro did something absolutely crazy. To prove his theory, he swiped a police officer's gun, pointed it straight at his head, and fired.
And that's how he died. Just kidding! A third arm popped out of his body to stop the bullet, of course!
This strange being attached to Jotaro wasn't an evil spirit at all.
It was a KISS member.
Physically generated by Jotaro himself, and inherited through his bloodline.
Yeah, lots of the JoJo family has them, including his granddad.
Seriously though, look up KISS and tell me, just tell me that was not inspired in any way by KISS, the rock band.
So
or maybe David Bowie.
Are powered by their user's life force, and turns out Jotaro's life force is supercharged because he's got one of the strongest stands of all. Star Platinum.
Star Platinum, damn
Platinum
it.
has
I called him
speed,
Platinum Starlight.
precision, and vision. He can even phase through bodies and affect a person's inner organs. Plus, while Star Platinum can take a solid hit, most stands can only be damaged by other stands or stand users.
So he's basically invincible unless he's fighting another stand?
Exactly. In fact, unless you have a stand of your own, you wouldn't even be able to see Star Platinum.
Oh great, so he's invincible and invisible.
And when you combine all that with Jotaro's fighting skills and exceptional cleverness, they make a magnificent team.
That's good, because Jotaro soon found out his family's old vampire nemesis was out to get him.
What was the star about?
Dio!
With Star Platinum
Dio!
at his side, Jotaro
Dio.
didn't just stand up to Dio, he copied Dio's greatest ability, the time stop.
Oh god, so that's what he's talking about.
Star Platinum can freeze
Oh,
time everywhere
so it's
for
true.
5 seconds. He can do it multiple times, though it does need a sort of recharge between uses. Kind of like an ability.
If he uses it
cooldown in a
once, he's
video
gonna
game,
win.
Or me in the bedroom, ladies. But still, he can friggin' stop time.
In Jotaro's case, he may be human, but he's strong enough to smash through stone and leap several stories.
Reality
On the other
override.
hand, Star Platinum is said to be faster than light.
Sure.
What?
Technically he can because he can stop time or whatever, but he can't really move that fast normally, right?
Well, maybe. Star Platinum has matched his speed with another stand called Silver Chariot. Silver Chariot previously defeated a different stand called Hanged Man.
Long story short, Hangman moves between reflections at light speed, and Silver Chariot caught him in mid-movement.
Granted, Silver Chariot had to use an elaborate plan to force Hangman into moving in a predictable direction. If Silver Chariot was truly faster than light, he wouldn't have needed to resort to such a plan. But the fact he caught Hanged Man at all is proof enough that he's at least close to light speed.
So that means Star Platinum is close to light speed too, and he's got the super strength to back up his super speed. He can lift a steamroller that's around 60 tons. He broke the top of this building off and threw it like a javelin.
Wow.
And then there's the time that he broke a giant monster lady's teeth that were harder than diamonds.
The definition of hardness refers to an object's protection from scratches, but we could also compare this to pressure resistance, or the possibility of fracture through a diamond's cleavage. Not that kind of cleavage. The toughest diamonds break around
course not.
600 gigapascals. This means Star Platinum can clearly strike with a force equivalent to 3 million tons.
Wow.
Turns out diamonds aren't forever when Star Platinum's around. What can't this guy do? Sounds like nobody could beat him.
Maybe not, but unlike stands, Jotaro isn't invincible or invisible. And whenever Jotaro is hurt, Star Platinum feels the same pain. In fact, when a stand user dies, so does their stand, and vice versa.
Sure, but with a guy like Star Platinum,
It's like
having his
Persona,
back, I
only
don't think
manlier.
Jotaro has a whole lot to worry about. These two are one kick-ass duo, and stylish.
Your receipt. You can keep the freaking change.
Well, I already like the English voice acting. The classic guy in
It's the
there.
last decade of the 20th century, and the world has been ruined. In this apocalyptic age, the strong survive and the weak kneel. Only one man challenges this new society, and fortunately, he has the literal power to do it.
Kenshiro,
This is one of the movies I
Fist of
saw.
the North Star.
Like most
This is one of the
important
newer ones.
protagonists, Kenshiro began his journey to greatness as a young orphan.
But I saw
Lucky
the
for
original
him, He
too.
eventually met Old Man Ryukin. I
think it was an 80s movie. It was an 80s
Ended up
animation.
adopting
Yeah, that one.
Kenshiro along with a few other
Well, it
kids.
looked like
He
that
was
one.
also the 63rd Densho.
It's been so long.
Don't shoot what?
I remember
I'll save
walking
me.
through the
a
building.
grandmaster of an ancient
awesome.
Chinese martial art called Hokuto Shinken. While anyone
Oh,
who learned the basics
Hokuto
of this dangerous
Shinken. I
fighting
said it
style,
wrong at the
there could
beginning. My
only ever
bad.
be one grandmaster for
Hokuto
each generation.
Kenshin.
So
What the
that's
heck?
what Kenshiro set out
Must
to
look like
be.
a moron
And
right about
with
now.
his
I will
training
always look like a
and
moron
plenty of
anyway.
muscle building, he was
Who
named
gives
the
a crap?
next successor of Hakuna Matashin. Too bad his adopted brother got pissed he wasn't chosen and killed Ryukin over it. Talk about a sore loser.
With Hokuto Shinken mastered, Kenshiro can focus his energy into his
It's like
strikes,
Chuck Norris
effectively killing an opponent with a
and
single
Mad
blow
Max
to
put
their
together.
pressure points. There are 708 malleable pressure points in the human body, and striking any of them can cause all sorts of effects. Stunning, blinding, healing,
Okay,
restoring memories,
let's put it this
making
way.
people walk backward.
But
The stand's
mostly they
gonna
just make people
protect.
explode. Anyway,
Actually,
things
let's
started
talk
looking
about
pretty
this in a
great
minute.
for Kenny. He even got engaged.
Between this and the
But
fight.
then nuclear war broke out and turned the Earth into Mad Max land. Kenshiro's fiancée got kidnapped, and this guy used his knife fingers to draw a nifty Big Dipper on Kenshiro's chest. Seriously, how is he not dead after that?
Miraculously,
Dipper.
Kenshiro survived and began his
Yeah, this
wayward
is the
journey,
part. Yeah.
wandering
He
the
just
wasteland,
walks through the-
searching for revenge.
Walks through
And
the
if we go by
freaking
how many
skyscraper.
people he blew up, I'd say he got plenty of it.
He really does leave a big mess behind. I can't even imagine what it must be like to clean up after one of his fights.
Kenshiro had no problem killing hordes of baddies with moves like his bone-crushing fist, spilling wheel-exploding fist, and 100 crack fist. Huh. Seeing him kill all these people from the inside out reminds me a lot of my ex-wife.
How?
Emotionally, Wiz. Most of the time, his body explosions don't even happen right away, giving him plenty of time to
God.
explain to his foes how they're about to die, right before they
Boomstick.
explode.
You think you can beat me with
Need
a
counseling.
finger?
That finger struck the hidden vital point known as Gakuchu. There's no use fighting now. You're already dead.
You're dead.
But Hakuna Matata isn't just for blowing
Hakuna
up people.
Matata.
Sure, Kenshiro has developed a number of legendary techniques, such as the Tenryu Kokyuho.
AKA the art of dragon's breathing. According to Kenshiro, this unlocks the full potential of his natural abilities, where a normal fighter would only use about 30%.
He can utilize Toki, or his own natural ki, to perform numerous techniques. Most of these involve punching, of course, but he can also
It's
create
so
mirage
manly.
images of himself, sense other fighting auras.
I mean,
and
even his
fire
eyebrows
heat
are so
projectiles to attack
damn
or defend
hairy and
from a
bushy. It's
Oh, and he can
It's
perform
ape-like,
miracles,
man-like.
like making a mute girl speak.
oh yeah.
The heck?
But even that pales in comparison to Hokuto
He healed her
Shinken's
muteness, yeah.
ultimate technique, one which no previous Grandmaster ever unlocked, Muso Tensei. Only those who truly understand pain and loss can apply Muso Tensei. With it, Kenshiro draws upon his inner sadness
Look at
to
the size
enter
of
a
that
state
fist.
of nothingness. From here, he is impervious to attacks, essentially achieving intangibility.
He also somehow
Wow.
connects to the souls of dead allies and rivals, and can even use their technique.
What?
But it's not like he needs them. He's already crazy enough.
I didn't
on his
even know
own.
that.
He smashed the bones of a giant with a single hand, broke a metal table just by standing up,
Yeah.
and hit a tank so hard it blew up.
He's even strong enough to break a skyscraper in half.
And when it collapsed on top of him, he just walked through it.
Just walked through
What
it.
a boss.
Just the
So
concrete
badass.
in one floor of an average size skyscraper can weigh over 1,000 tons.
It landed right on
You think
top of
that
his
stuff?
head.
Kenshiro can stand in lava. You know how hot
Okay.
lava is?
Up to 2,000.
Yeah, really freaking hot. That's what. And remember that tank?
I take it
Before
back.
He blew it up, it shot
I
him square
kinda
on,
feel like
and
Kenshiro
did
could win
absolutely
this.
Nothing to him. Seriously, this guy is manly as hell.
お前はもう
Exhale.
死んでいる。何？
Nani? No!
All right, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
It's time
Okay.
for a death battle.
Alright. Okay, so with this new information absorbed in my brain, at first I was thinking, okay, here's Jotaro cannot take a hit from Kenshiro. Just can't. Can't take a hit from him. Simply because he's human and he's got pressure points. But the stand is there. That's what the stand is for, to stop all these attacks. And nothing can stop a stand but another stand. And that's why I think Kenshin's going to lose this. But Kenshin is so tough. He walks through skyscrapers. He can stand in lava. He can tap into a mode that makes him impervious to all attacks. The reason he's going to lose is because of that stand. If he loses, it's going to be the stand. He just can't hurt the stand. It's another worldly being or something like that, you know. Anyways, this is how this is going to work out. Kenshin's going to lose. That's what I'm thinking. I hope I'm wrong. I would love for Kenshiro to win. But if he does lose, who better to lose to? Jotaro is a cool character. Let's go ahead and watch the rest of this. So manly. Ooh, that's nice. Good job to the animator. Oh no!
誰だおめえは。おいじじい。やるっていうのだ。
They actually got someone to animate this. Like,
場所を選ぶ。そこが貴様の死に場
it's the
所。
same person, I guess.
やっぱりお前は態度がでかいな。
You've got some balls. He is kind of the ballsiest anime character ever. It should be a completely one-sided fight. I don't know how he's going to get past the stand. Oh, what's going on here? You're joking. You can see the stand? This is badass. Still can't hurt it though. You can see it, but he can't hurt it. Oh, he was... If he gets one hit in on him, man, it's over. It's over. Maybe he already hit him. Maybe he already hit him. I think he already hit him. I love that. He's there. Oh, it's over. Oh! It's over! He hit him. He actually, yeah, he just touched him. That's it. Time to blow up, bitch! Yeah!
Son of a bitch!
Oh, man.
What just happened?
Well, all Kenshiro needed to do to win was just get one
Just
hit
touch
in.
him.
But this matchup was far closer than that makes it seem.
Yeah.
Of course it was. Kenshiro spent the whole time fighting Star Platinum, who he couldn't even see. Lucky for him, once he figured that out, his ability to sense other fighting auras helped him keep track of SP. But no matter what he did, Kenshiro isn't a stand user.
That's gonna be a hot topic of debate right there.
Then again, Star Platinum's own strength wasn't quite enough to hurt Kenshiro much either.
People are gonna
One of
bitch
Star
about that
Platinum's
the
greatest
most.
strength feats involves breaking and throwing a small section of a building. In comparison, Kenshiro broke an entire building, let it fall on him, and acted like it wasn't even there.
So, while Jotaro may be skilled in deducing his enemy's weaknesses and strategies in mid-fight, Kenshiro's skills, durability, and straightforward approach meant there really wasn't anything for him to pick apart here.
Kenshiro did have trouble with Jotaro's time stopping and Star Platinum's speed. However, with his awesome durability plus additional intangibility when using Muso Tensei, Kenshiro survived the time stops. And the time stops cooldowns between uses gave Kenshiro enough time to work around them.
Yep.
The time stop has been worked around by foes in Jotaro's past before, and as far as speed was concerned, Kenshiro may not have been faster than Star, but a mix of Muso Tensei and Mirage clones were more than enough to get
Holy
by.
shit!
Real, Jotaro never stood a chance
That was
against Kenshiro
awesome.
by himself.
In the end, both combatants had plenty of advantages, but Kenshiro's techniques and overwhelming power ended this fight.
Jojo didn't stand a chance.
The winner is Kenshiro.
That was bad ass. Oh man, that's my favorite death battle this season.
If you want to see exclusive commentary, click that link right over there. And if you guys want to pick up the fight track for this episode, link in the description.
What? They a couple now? Oh, you're joking. Crash versus Spyro. You know what? Kinda got a soft spot for Spyro. Kinda do. Wow. What a fight. What a battle. I was so sure, like, that the time stop would kill Kenshiro. I was just seriously thinking, okay, well, he's going to stop time and then stop his heart or do something or kill him that way. You know, he's got plenty of time to make sure he dies. Anybody with like time stopping abilities usually wins in death battle. Like look at Dante. You know, I mean that helped him a lot against Bayonetta. It's just, it seems like you know, a lot of my favorites go down like most of the time. So it's good to see one of my favorite old school anime characters finally getting the win. Kenshiro is like one of the strongest anime characters ever made, ever created. Like he's up there with like Goku and all of them. Like I know that sounds crazy, but back in the day, Kenshiro was like the strongest character ever in anime. Like at one point, he was one of the top 10 characters in anime that was super strong, according to lists, you know, back then, and some today would rank him up there. It's not really so easy to rank him up there today, but back then, yeah, he was a Superman of anime. It's just it's really nice to see Kenshiro win this one. Fist of the North Star. If you haven't seen that, if you haven't seen JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I haven't seen it. I'm gonna watch that eventually, one of these days when I get down to it, when I get enough time, and you know, finish up Fist of the North Star, which was awesome. The movie was awesome. I think the movie was an entire recap of the series, but there was probably more after the movie. I just, you know, I watched a few of the old episodes, the 80s cartoon. At least 15 or 16 of the episodes, I think. There's a whole bunch. They're English voice acted. They're, you know, of course, they're Japanese voice acting. Just go check it out. Check out JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I bet that's an amazing anime. It looks amazing, especially with all the classic rock references. And if you couldn't tell, kind of a rocker, you know. Always have been since I'm a young lad. Still am young, you know. Whatever, you know. Reaching certain heights in age. You never know. Might see me next time with a cane. You might be like, oh, there goes the old man Spectral. Yeah, here he comes. He's coming back with his cane. Let's ignore him because he's old. And he'll start telling us about the good old days when he was reacting to videos on the internet. Anyway, I hope you guys liked this episode. This is my favorite death battle of the season so far. I don't know what's going to top it. I don't know. It was just so cool to watch this. Whoever animated this, good job. Everybody that did the research, of course, the Screwattack and Death Battle, you know, everything. Good job, people. Good job. Spyro vs. Crash is next. I'll see you guys in the next Death Battle reaction. Bye.